breaking news coming in from Mandya. Police lathi-charge protesters as pro-Hindu organizations hold a protest against the reported incident of stone pelting during the Ganesh idol immersion in Madur town. As per Karnataka Home Minister G. Parmeshwara, Section 144 has been imposed in the area. Police had to resort to lathi-charge to disperse the people protesting against the stone pelting. Take a look at the visuals. Now, latest updates coming in from Mandya. Even as State Home Minister G. Parmeshwara has said that the culprits involved in Madur disturbances have been arrested. The morning in Madur town of Mandya district saw Hindu organizations holding protests over the stone pelting during the idol immersion ceremonial procession yesterday evening. Tensions escalated in Madur as police were found to resort to lathi charge to disperse a group of agitated youth. According to sources, the youth refused to vacate the area despite repeated warnings from the police. Instead, they continued shouting slogans and dancing, escalating the situation further. With the crowd growing aggressive and defiant, police initiated a lathi charge to restore order and clear the premises. The situation remains volatile with security heightened and prohibitory orders still in place. Earlier last evening, tensions gripped Karnataka's Madur in Mandya district as what should have been a peaceful religious procession turned into a night of violence, fear and unrest. In Madur town, a Ganesh idol immersion ceremony descended into chaos when stone pelting allegedly began from another community as the procession passed through Ram Rahim Nagar. What followed was a full-blown clash. Stones were reportedly hurled back, this time at a nearby mosque, escalating the situation dramatically. Within minutes, eight people were injured, are all rushed to Madur Town Hospital. Police say the violence erupted around 8 p.m. just as the procession approached the mosque area. Tensions flared, tempers rose, and the peace shattered. Activists from BJP, RSS and Bajrang Dal gathered at the scene demanding action and justice. At the same time, members of the Ganesh Visarjan Samiti staged a protest in front of another mosque, further fueling the already fragile atmosphere. Police struggled to contain the crowd. Situation turned volatile, forcing the authorities to take immediate control. Shops along the main square were ordered shut, roads were cleared and prohibitory orders were swiftly imposed under Section 144 to prevent any further flare-ups. Police rushed to the scene almost immediately. Additional forces have been deployed and sensitive areas of Madur are now under heavy security cover. The idol immersion finally completed under tight police watch.
An incident has happened in Mandya, Madur. Some sort of a stone pelting, all that. That is it is now controlled. Police have already arrested few people and everything is under control. They have also capped Section 144 also. Everything under control. The entire state, one or two small incidents also happened, and one stabbing incident also had happened. So, you know, we are controlling everything. Everything is under control.
Let me quickly go across to my colleague Vajiullah, who joins us live with more details on the same. Vaji, disturbing visuals from Mandya. What's the situation on the ground right now?
Well, just a few minutes back, we had seen members of the Hindu right wing and a lot of Hindu right activists had gathered at the Madur region in front of the Jama Masjid Mosque slogans were raised, music was played, protest was established at that particular spot where a skirmish happened yesterday. Stone pelting situation erupted yesterday between two groups. It is believed that when the procession was passing through the Tamil colony in Ram Rahim Nagar, when they just passed the mosque, that is when stone pelting had started around 8 o'clock, and that resulted in a chaotic situation and a communal situation in the region. But today morning, we saw a lot of Hindu right activists in hundreds gathering at the spot to mark their protest. And despite the fact that Section 144 was entrusted at the place after yesterday's violence, the people still started thronging to the procession. We had seen how green flags from poles were removed and saffron flags were put by the protesters. And before things could go out of hand, the police had to resort to lathi charge, as you can see on our screen, which resulted in injury of few people. But that helped the police disperse the crowd as we speak. Right now, the police is managing to maintain law and order at the particular place and have detained a lot of people who have come at the protest. So far, 21 people have been arrested from yesterday's incident. It is believed that most of them were locals of that particular area. Three of them had come from Chenpatna. So they are trying to get the reason behind the stone pelting, who were there, why did they do this, why did it happen, so that it resulted in all of this. And in the morning also, when a lot of Hindu right-wing groups came on the road to protest, they have, like the visuals on our screen clearly show, a lathi charge was also done to disperse the crowd that had gathered to protest against last night's violence. So right now the situation is tense in Madur Neha as we speak, but the police is trying to get the situation under control and making sure that any protest or procession that is coming towards the Madur side or near the mosque which could violate the situation is stopped immediately.
Organizations were staging protests earlier, as we also heard from you. Vaji, are they planning to intensify their agitation, or has the administration sort of managed to pacify them?
Well, right now, the first wave of agitation had begun in Madur, with thousands of them reaching the spot where the skirmish happened yesterday. They protested in front of the other Jama Masjid mosque also, and making sure that the situation doesn't go out of the hand. The police immediately resorted to lathi charge and dispersed the crowd. Now, we will have to wait and watch whether the pro-Hindu groups and the Hindu right-wing groups will mobilize again and continue to keep the momentum alive with regards to the skirmish that happened and demand justice. While 21 people have already been arrested, we are also seeing political reactions to the entire matter. The Vijayendra BJP president has also reacted to the incident on Twitter and has urged the chief minister to ensure peace, and has also highlighted how since the government has come into the picture, a lot of Hindu festivals have been subsided. Even in this particular Ganesha, DJs were not allowed, and a lot of problems were created for the procession, and that is what happens during the Congress. So you are seeing the opposition also jumping into it, and on the meantime, you are seeing Hindu groups also protest. So we'll have to wait and watch what transpires next, whether we will see a even more larger scale of protest in various parts of Mysore region, Mandya, or this dispersion by the police is the last of it. So that is something we'll only get to know in the coming few hours. But for now, the situation has been cleared by the police in the particular region, but tensions are still high.
And Vaji, also, what's the security presence right now? Are additional forces still deployed across sensitive pockets of Madur?
Well, since last night, the presence of police has increased in the region. A lot of police from the reserve battalions have also been called off. Police from the regional areas of Chenpatna, Mysore have also been called in to make sure that the law and order is maintained. We also have to remember that preparations for the Dasera festivals are also taking place in Mysore, which is not that far from Mandya, but a few kilometers. The police from those regions have also been called up to maintain law and order in the particular area of Madur. So far, there is a good presence of police on the ground, and that is why the situation has been brought under control. We might also see flag marches being done very soon to make sure that the police will emphasize its presence in the ground and make sure that the situation doesn't turn volatile from here onward. The incident that took place last night will be investigated, but it is also trying to make sure that the fallout of last night's incident do not continue throughout the day or for the coming time and create a tense situation in the region. That is why Reserve Police and everyone have been called out to the particular spot to make sure that the situation doesn't go out of hand.
And how have the BJP and the JDS really responded to this? Because the situation is clearly tense in Mandya.
Well, the local leader, the protest that we are seeing on our screens right now were carried by the local BJP leader named Swami in the particular region, and he had mobilized all of them to protest against the incident. We are seeing the president of the BJP, Dr. Vijayendra, B.Y. Vijayendra, also reacting on Twitter, calling it a government which is anti-Hindu to the Congress party because such kind of incidents are being regularly seen in the state, is what he has claimed in his Twitter. He has said that it is not just in Mandya but various other parts, which includes Dharwad, Bhagalkot, have also seen some sort of skirmishes with regards to procession. And he also goes on to say how this time around DJ musics were stopped for the Ganeja procession, and the government has always been anti-Hindu, and the situation in Mandya is also because of the politics of the region, and that is something that the BJP is constantly talking about. So therefore, you have heard political reactions also on the particular situation. But we are yet to hear from the other leaders of the Congress. But the president of the BJP has reacted and has asked the chief minister to maintain law and order in the region.
All right, and we also know that 8 people were injured in the clashes yesterday. What do we know about their condition? Any information on that front?
Well, yes, minor injuries have happened because of the stone pelting and the chaotic situation that had erupted in the region. Most of them are out of danger, but they are injured and still getting treated at the hospital, is what we've been told, Neha.
All right, Vaji, we've also seen BJP, RSS and Bajrang Dal activists at the scene. Are the political outfits trying to sort of escalate the matter?
Well, that is too early to say, and that is something that is not in our purview for now. But we have seen reactions from political parties, which is the rightly job of our opposition to raise issues that concern people in the region, and especially when it turns towards communal violence. That is when the opposition's duty is incumbent, and that is what we've seen in the tweet of Vijayendra also raising doubts of a law and order situation in the region, and that is something that the opposition is doing. We will be hearing from the JDS also very soon, because the entire Mysore region, somewhere or the other, is a stronghold of the JDS party also. So we will have to wait and watch for a reaction from their side. But for now, we've only heard Dr. BSY Vijendra's reaction, and we are waiting for more political reactions on the front.
Right, and finally, Vaji, do we see this turning into a larger political flashpoint in Karnataka?
Well, yeah, those are too early days to say, because the incident had happened last night. How far the police has gone around with its investigation? Will they be able to put truth to the voices that have been saying that the the pelting was done from mosque? Was it really communal violence that had taken place, or was it a pre-planned conspiracy? Because there are a lot of stories and angles to the particular incident. So it is too early to say whether this will be a flashpoint or not. But in the past, we have seen communal violences that have happened, or in Mandi.
उधर सांस्कृतिक कार्यक्रम करने के लिए परमिशन नहीं है, डीजे डालने के लिए परमिशन नहीं है, प्रोसेशन जाने के लिए परमिशन नहीं है, प्रोसेशन को रक्षण नहीं करते हैं। ऐसा बहुत तकलीफ से अभी गणेश चतुर्थी हुआ है। कल मंड्या में गणेश चतुर्थी का गणपति का प्रोसेशन चल रहा था। कई लोग पत्थर फेंके, हमारा ध्वज को अपमान किया, गणेश को अपमान किया। लास्ट ईयर भी, पिछले साल भी यही मंड्या में, नागमंगला में हुआ था। ये साल कल मद्दूर में, मंड्या जिला का मंदूर में हुआ। सरकार हिंदुओं को दमन करने का, हिंदू भावनाओं को दमन करने का काम कर्नाटक में कर रहा है। मैं इसको विरोध करती हूँ। एंड तुरंत ही कौन कल पत्थर फेंका, गणेश को अपमान किया, प्रोसेशन में बाधा डाला, उसको तुरंत ही अरेस्ट करना, कार्रवाई करना। नहीं तो ऐसा एक माहौल है कर्नाटक में, हम बच नहीं सकते। हमारा भावना बच सकते, हमारा श्रद्धा का ऊपर इतना बड़ा प्रहार हो रहा है। ये सब सिद्धरामैया का सरकार में हो रहा है। पिछले सरकार 2013 से 17 तक तभी हुआ, अभी भी वही हो रही है। हिंदुओं को रक्षा नहीं है। एंड पुलिस को भी दबाव डालने का काम सरकार कर रहा है। ऐसा एक स्थिति कर्नाटक में फायदा हुआ, इसको मैं विरोध करती हूँ। तुरंत ही कौन कल स्टोन फेल्टिंग किया, पत्थर फेंका, उसको अरेस्ट करने को मैंने मांग करती हूँ।
That was Shobha Karandlaje also hitting out at the Congress over the current situation in Mandya district. And for those who have just joined us, trying to understand what exactly are they seeing on their screens, police resorted to lathi charge as the protests. Pro-Hindu organizations held a protest against the reported incident of stone pelting during the Ganesh idol immersion in Madhur town of Mandya.